What makes this race so interesting is what happened last year. A fight over an open seat that was ultimately decided by state lawmakers. Now 2 of those candidates are running for the seat, with a 3rd candidate joining the fight. The bad blood from last year's fight over the school board seat surfaced again at a recent political forum. Incumbent Michael Logan refused to shake hands with opponent Bill Goebel.
Now, Mr. Goebel just asked me to shake his hand. No, I will not shake his hand.
Logan then told the audience why he wouldn't shake Goebel's hand.
He is a very despicable person.
Logan and Goebel, both Republicans at the time, fought over this school board seat last year before state lawmakers cleared the way for the local Republican Party to place its choice, Michael Logan, on the school board. Now Logan and Goebel are running for the same seat, with a 3rd candidate in the race.
I'm the fresh start. Okay.
Democrat David Coates has no love for his opponents, calling Logan a MAGA Republican who supports Mark Robinson. And he accuses Goebel of pretending he's not a Republican.
I mean, he's a conservative Republican, period. Now, he seems to have had an epiphany. If you believe that, I got a bridge to sell you.
What do these 3 men, Coates, the Democrat, Logan, the Republican, and Goebel, the unaffiliated candidate, offer voters in District 3?
I would be the only business person on the school board that has to make a payroll every month.
Goebel says the schools need a new source of revenue, and he has a plan to raise money.
We raised a lot of money for Tanger. I want to get that team together and say, let's go raise $500 million for our schools.
Can you think of something that separates you?
I have a ton of time to do the job of the school board.
Okay.
That is basically, it is my job. And there are no other conflicts.
Logan says he has concerns about the $2 billion in bond money approved by voters for new schools.
The public really needs to know, why is the cost of our schools so high?
Logan also says he has a problem with the local Teachers Association promoting issues that have nothing to do with education.
I will give you an example of the LGBTQ issues within our schools, the CRT, the DEI, all of those focus, they have nothing to do with education.
We asked all 3 candidates where they stand on private school vouchers. Do you support the state of North Carolina giving tax money for private schools?
Look at the numbers on it. It's actually a savings to the state of North Carolina. It's not a savings to public education, but it is a savings to what the state of North Carolina pays for education.
Do you support the North Carolina use of voucher money for private schools?
I do.
Why?
I believe in competition. That's competition. We should have them, but they shouldn't come out of the school budget.
Do you support the school vouchers?
No, I think it's a ridiculous idea.
Why do you want this job?
I think I can be a benefit to the children, students of Guilford County. I'm not in this for stirring up controversy. I'm in this because I think children can benefit from my participation.
How are your relations with the other members of the school board?
Well, as far as doing school board business and the functions of the school board, it's actually been fairly smooth in that respect.
You have been a Democrat, a Republican, and now you're unaffiliated. What kind of message do you think that sends to voters?
That I think parties aren't the important thing. The important thing is to keep focused on the kids.
Republican Pat Tillman held the seat until he joined the Guilford County Commission. District 3 in the school board race leans Republican. In Greensboro, I'm Bill O'Neill, WXII 12 News.